Okay. Let's see. I think I'm live in 2 different spaces. Hmm. Okay. I think I'm gonna close this one. All right. Weird. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hope everybody is having a what's today? Wednesday? A great Wednesday. Mhm. I'm gonna give it a few seconds and then a few minutes, and then we are going to get going here. Okay. So I am live today on YouTube and on Instagram. I hope my Instagram followers can hear me. Um, and we're going to get started. I hope everybody is having a fantastic Wednesday. Had some little stuff I had to figure out here. Technology is really not like my favorite thing, but I'll do it because, you know, of the times that we are in, right? For those of you that are new to my channel, if you're streaming live on YouTube, thank you. If you are going to join me here on Instagram, thank you as well. I'm excited. Today we are going to cover one of I think everything is one of my favorites. I think I have so many favorites um, that I think it's just more routine that I say, oh, this is one of my favorites. But journaling is something that is super duper helpful. It is super important, and I really want to go over the importance of journaling. So, hoping that as you watch this now, or if you catch this later, you find something helpful. If you are already doing your journaling, I hope you continue to journal, and I hope you find new topics and new things as we move on in this process. If you hear dinging, and yeah, and kids and dogs, it's because I am in my office. My family is always live, and so we just have to continue to do what we need to do. For those of you that are new, thank you. My name is Tiffany Hodge. I am the founder of Tiffany Empowers, and I am here to simply engage with you, educate you, and enlighten you on your path to self awareness, from therapeutic perspective. I am a licensed master social worker in the state of Georgia and South Carolina, and I am here to just really teach you mental health basic education 101. Okay. If you are currently in therapy and you are working with a licensed therapist, continue to do that. If you have diagnosis of bipolar, depression, schizophrenia, schizoaffective, any of those disorders, please continue to work with your therapist. My videos, my content is not to substitute what you are currently doing with a professional in your area. Okay. So I always want to make that disclaimer, and most professionals do because we know we have some liability to what we do. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Because today we are going to focus on the benefits, if you will, the power of journaling. And I hope you all have taken advantage of my free 10 self care prompts. They are available to you on my website, which you can find in the description box of this YouTube. Or if you're on my Instagram, you can find my website in my bio. Please go take advantage of that. Even if you are new to journaling or it's something that you've already done and you've consistently have done, make sure you check it out because there may be some journal prompts that may be of interest to you, and you may want to explore those as well. If you have any comments or any questions for me, you can add them your comments there, and you can also put them in the chat if you are streaming this from my YouTube. I don't know what's going on with my shirt today. It might be me in my Christmas pants. See, I come from work, and when I get off work, I gotta kind of scramble and I go out to my garden. I literally went out there. So if you saw my reel about my garden, it's one of my favorite things to do. See there, I go with that favorite. It's my favorite things to do to help me and my self care and walking is one of the things that I enjoy doing, and I can relate to that. So usually, if I'm watching my plants, I'm usually also being able to be very tentative to my own self care needs. And again, one of those things is through journaling. I have several journals, and I know most women have journaled, right? Even if we did it as children, we did it as young kids or whatever, we had some form of some journal where we kept our thoughts. We kept those things that might have been, tender to us or sacred to us. And so we want to not forget that even as we evolve into adulthood, some of those same things that we did to help us self-soothe, we can still continue to do that. And journaling is one of those things. Again, I think most likely in the lives that we do together, we'll talk about how busy we are. We are so busy. Everything is keeping us on go, go, go. And how are we able to sit down and really do some real good self-care assessments, and how can we really uh, channel in with ourselves and benefit from these tips and tools that I'm talking about with you. And one thing that it's going to require you to do is slow down. So hopefully as we journey through this together, you take the tips and the tools and you work these things, and they can be a benefit to you to help you really not get so lost in the everyday of life that we have set before us, because sometimes it's not even things that we are really wanting to do, it's just life, it's just what is happening. And as things are happening to us, we tend to forget about ourselves. And so journaling can help you refocus, bring those things back to you, and really get some things out that you probably verbally cannot say. So, we don't wanna overlook the importance of taking care of ourselves, especially our mental and emotional well-being. And I'm gonna say this, mental health right now is like firecracker. thing you're talking about is mental health, mental health, mental health, mental health, emotional mental health, and mental health, mental health. And I want you to be very, very cautious of that, um, because sometimes things can be trending, and but it's going to lead us where? Just because it's trending doesn't mean it's going to help us alleviate or get better in something. So please be make your spidey senses go up, if you will, if you keep hearing certain things over and over and over and over and over and over. It's almost like we become desensitized to certain things in our society, and that can make us become emotionally numb, or it can make us emotionally very high. So you want to keep a really good eye on where you are when you are when you are you're in this moment. How are you keeping track of them? Keep in mind, if you did not watch my live on the self-care assessment, that's also available. So make sure you are doing that. And you go back and watch that and take the self-care assessment as well. It will help you kind of see where you are and help you develop plans and ways and things to identify, hey, I may need to be a little bit more attentive to myself in this area that I am in. Okay. Again, if you have any questions, any comments, please put them in the comment chat, or comment on the Instagram. I know everybody, let me make this small disclaimer as well. Everybody talks about one therapy. Everybody wants it. Oh, I need it. Oh, it's gonna be great. Yeah, we want it until it's time to do it. Because therapy requires you to do some work, you know. So hopefully by following me, journeying with me here, you will get a sense of normalcy about it. And if you are on the fence about it, maybe, watching this live, communicating and learning more about how therapy really works, it may persuade you or help you make that final decision and that final step to seek the therapy that you need in your area. All right. Self care is not about just bubble bath. That's all. I always tell people that. Make sure you understand that it's a little deeper than that. Again, I'm going to refer you back to the lab that I did last Wednesday on the self care. I don't want to kind of reiterate those things because they're already there. And I really want to encourage you to go and search it out for yourself and do the homework that is on that particular live, so you can learn and get better at what a self care assessment looks like for you. Um, it's really, just engaging in particular activities like my gardening and like me walking and things like that. And I know they may be very um, cliche, but they're the things that we could do right now. Everybody can't go on vacation every 30 days. So that may be a unrealistic um, self care activity that we're putting in. You may go on a vacation every quarter, you may go once a year or twice a year. Those are those big things that you may do to help in your self-care, but you can't wait. Your stressors, your anxiety, your depression symptoms, all of those things don't wait to the end of the year to strike you. They do it at will. And so you have to be able to have something in your arsenal to help you through those moments. And that is what self-care is. What activities am I doing to help me in these moments? Because I can't wait to the end of the quarter to address my anxiety. I can't wait to the end of the year to address my depression. I can't wait I mean, we are in an inflated economy, and hey, I don't know, I don't count people's pockets, but everybody cannot just simply wait. What can we do that may cost us little to nothing that can help us right now in these moments? And I want you to think about those things as we journey through this moment. And journaling is one of those, okay? Getting a journal is one of those. All right. Remember that self care also helps you promote your self awareness, self reflection, and your personal growth. Those are the common areas that we look at when we're talking about self care, and completing that assessment will actually help you. So make sure you head on over to my website and you check out that self care assessment, and get it done. If you do it and you have any questions for me, I think I'm going to be creating. A space for people to actually ask me questions and help you walk through that. So I'm excited. If that's something that you might be interested in doing, I would love to hear from you. Put it in the comment chat. or you can add it to the comment on the Instagram. All right. Journaling is one of the most greatest practices that you can do. It really is. It is a long overdue, or it's a long it's been used longer than, a lot of things that we've done. "Hey, how are you?" It is one of those things that we do that can help us, and journaling is very therapeutic. It has really, 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 really good benefits. A lot of people do not do it because they think, "Oh, I have to sit and I have to write for hours, and I need a quiet space, and I need all of these," but no, you really, really don't. What you need is just, maybe some good prompting. You may need about 5 or 10 minutes. You may need to decide, am I gonna journal in the morning? Am I gonna journal in the evening? But what are you doing to get all those stressors out? Because we know we have some unhealthy ways of coping, and we want to give you a substitute for coping in the manner of, of sometimes of which we typically do. And you know how we cope sometimes, especially on a Friday night. People can get a little, we wait to the end of the week because it's Friday and Monday through Thursday have been hell. And so I gotta wait all the way to Friday and boom, I'm gonna just go wild and crazy. That's what can happen a lot of times. And so I want you to find a better way of dealing with your stressors at the moment, not at the end of the week, not at the end of the month, not at the end of the quarter, not at the end of the year. That is too late. It's too late. Journaling is when you put that pen to paper, it becomes a form of power for you. It gives you the ability to navigate through your thoughts. It gives you the ability to navigate through those feelings that you might be having and those experiences that may be meaningful to you. It also gives you the ability to allow that unconscious part of us that we might not have it on the forefront of our mind, but it's there. And what we want to do is get it out. Sometimes we have those unconscious thoughts, and when you put that pen on that paper, it will release things in you that you might have thought were dead and gone. But how do we know if we never take the time to sit down and write these things out? Whether you're facing some challenges, you can get clarity also in your journaling. That's another powerful tool about journaling. It can provide some clarity. I always believe that the body knows the answer. We know what we need. The problem is sometimes is we don't know if we really want to hear the answer to that, or are we ready to really take action to it. So sometimes that's where our apprehension comes about using therapeutic approaches like journaling. I know what my problem is, but am I really ready to acknowledge that I have it and take action to actually move forward through it? And those are some questions that you can actually ask yourself in your journaling prompts, or just write that out. Another thing I also encourage people when they are doing journaling is don't worry about grammar. You're not going to sell it. You're not writing it to give to someone. You were just using that as a tool to help you get through whatever is going on in here, because sometimes we just don't have the vocabulary to do those things. And so putting it on paper can really, really, really be a benefit to you, help you get that clarity, uh, and it gives you a little bit closer to being self-aware. I think self-awareness is a powerful thing as well, because how do we know where we are if we don't navigate ourselves? How do we know where we are if we're not assessing uh, our true inner thoughts and where we are? It does not mean you have a mental disorder because you are addressing your thoughts on paper. We all have thoughts, we all have feelings, we all get depressed, we all have anxieties, we all have these things. It's just sometimes people, the criteria is different. Again, I'll go over that in a whole nother um, live, where a lot of us are not, we are self-diagnosing ourselves with anxiety and depression and bipolar, and you don't even meet the criteria. You just have some irrational thoughts. You may have poor decision-making skills. You may have some unaddressed trauma that needs to be addressed. You may be stuck. somewhere in an age range. Those are some things that I've seen as working with individuals. How do we process through that? And journaling is one of those ways. And you guys have great technology now. I prefer old school journaling, pen and paper, because again, that flow of that paper and that pen, it just gets it out. Some people flow real good like this, with them cell phones. I ain't good with all that. That would irritate me. But whatever you're gonna do something to get it out. Make sure you lock it because you may put something there you don't want nobody to know. But remember that journaling can be a valuable companion to your self care journey. Make sure you are journaling. Do not leave my 10 free self care journal prompts to waste. It is free. Go get them. Go grab them. I even printed a copy. I'll show in a few minutes what it kind of looks like. If you want to just print it, it doesn't have to be in color. It can just be something that you have, but utilize the tools that are there to really, truly help you get through life. People, we are all getting through life, myself included. I am not exempt from that. Incorporating journaling into your self care routine doesn't mean it's a daunting task. As we said before, hey Maya, it's not a daunting task. It's not something that is dreadful. It's not like, oh no, and it doesn't have to be. It should be enlightening. It should be enriching. You should be able to learn something about yourself. You should be able to pour out those things that may be bothering you and searching through your body to help you find the answer. I know it's a great book, I believe, called The Body Keeps Score. It's that whole idea. Your body knows the answer, folks. I don't know if you know or not, if you want to acknowledge that or not, but how are you ever going to find the answer if you never sit down quiet enough, long enough to really explore that thought and to get it out on paper? All right, that's why, I always challenge people to do the homework. If you're working with me, I've said this several times, you have homework. That's the importance of it. How are we going to grow if we're not doing something, if we're not writing, if we're not evaluating where we are, if we're just talking and there's nothing happening? I don't have a record of this is where I started and this is where I'm ending. And I hope that you take advantage of what I'm offering you to actually get that going. Okay? Start by a few minutes a day. Some people got a lot to say. So you might want to do your journaling in the evening, 5 or 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a long thought out prompt. My prompts you might want to do in the evening because they look, I'm doing something, love. You gotta go to Papa. Go to Papa. This is live, folks. Make sure, using your time wisely on that. My prompts are for the evening. Now, if you got time during the day and you can knock the prompts out, go right ahead. My prompts are very thought provoking because that's what I do as a therapist. I want to challenge your way of thinking. I want to challenge your way of being so you can be the best version of yourself. I'm not here to influence you. I'm here to inspire you to change because you recognize it and you need it, not because I said so. Okay. So start by a few minutes a day to write in your journal. Again, some people want to set their intentions in the morning. Instead of jumping up, grabbing your cell phone, grab your notebook and say, what are my intentions for today? What are my intentions for today? My intentions are to do blah, 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 and go about the day trying to ask yourself, how am I going to get this done? Can I actually get this done? And is it within me to get it done? And then when you get home in the evening, you're done and you're showered or whatever, journal, okay, did I accomplish that? How did that go? Should I try this again? Should I should I try to is there something that I need to work on? Is this something that I need to put in a plan so I can actually work on this? And that's how you're able to do a real good self-assessment to see where you are, to see what you need to work on. A lot of times people focus we only focus on one area as when it comes to self-care, and we're neglecting for others, okay? But I want you to be okay with examining yourself, figuring out this is where I am, what do I need to work on, and how do I plan to attack that? And journaling is a powerful tool that can help you do that. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're a new journal person, if you're new to it, or if you're old school to it, continue to journal. Continue to get those thoughts, feelings, emotions, ideas, your experiences, anything that you are working with, even your accomplishments. Writing down those accomplishments is a big rewarding thing as well. We need to be able to write those things down because guess what? If you reflect back on that journal and you say, "Oh man, I really did accomplish that. Oh man, I remember where I was when I was there and I made it through that." That is a sense of reward, and that will help you to continue to move forward in your life. A lot of times we don't have a record of what it is we've done because we're not writing it. We're taking pictures of it, and then we have a phone like me. My phone has, gosh, 6,000 photos in it. But my God, I mean, how much of that am I going to go through? Thank God for Google and all these other things that remind me of the moment. That's the same thing journaling will do when you are actively engaged, utilizing it as a tool. Yep. So there is no wrong way to journal. I like prompts. Some people like free flow. So if you want to free flow it. But if you need something that is more prompt, whereas this is my focus, this is what I'm engaging in, then that's good. If you want to just free flow, this is what my day was like, then that's good. Go that way. There is no right or wrong way to journal. Again, I prefer pen and paper. I'm old school. Some people may prefer phone. Great. Some people may prefer to record themselves talking about their experience, having like an audio record. Great. However you're gonna get it out, pick one way and do it. Okay. I just want you to pick a way and do it. Okay. Here are the benefits of journaling. I'm gonna give you four. You have emotional release, of course. Journaling provides a safe space. It's a safe space, y'all, for you to express and process your emotions. A lot of people are not processing emotions. They are feeling them. They are holding on to these damn things, and they are wreaking havoc on your life. Journaling will help you release that. By getting those thoughts and those feelings into words, you can release any pent up energy or emotion that you may have. You can decrease your stress. Oh God, there's the country in me. Your stress, your stress, your stress, and gain clarity on what you're experiencing. So you want to do that emotional dumping. Don't do it on your family. Don't do it on your kids. Don't do it on your spouse. Don't do it on the dog. Somebody's calling me. Don't do it on any of that. Do it on the paper. Do it on the paper. Emotional release on paper. Number two, self reflection, which writing in a journal allows you to reflect on your experiences, your behaviors, your patterns, and the way that you think. Writing in a journal allows you to reflect on your experiences, your behaviors, and your patterns in the way that you think. Can you imagine going back and reading some of the things that you've written and to really say, this is really my way of thinking. Sometimes, I mean, I've written some stuff and I'm like, damn, that was very negative. That was a negative way of thinking about yourself. That was a negative way of thinking about that situation. But again, sometimes I'm not able to know that it's negative if I never sit down to write it or get it out. So I can really say, ooh, I have to weigh it. I have to be able to judge where I am. People say, oh, only God can judge me. Yeah, but God judges your heart, and we are here to judge your behavior because we see it. So we need to stop telling people you can't judge me. Yeah, I can't because I see you acting like a fool. That's that's what I ended up doing, reading that. Like, look, right. Yeah, because it really shows you where you are. Because there's something about the flow of pen and paper, that just in the brain, in the release, and you're just like, "Oh my god, was I really thinking that? Was I really that naive?" Right? Because I can be like, "Damn," or "Whoa, was I that thirsty?" Or "Was I that person that is on this paper?" And yes, it's you because you're writing it. I mean, I'm a transparent person. I've written so much sometimes I can't even read it because my hands are just, you know, trying to get all of that trash out. And sometimes getting the good out as well. I've written so much and my hands hurt. Like I have to literally stop. But when I do stop, I know I have released some things. And I can actually start to now put into play, into plan, how am I going to move from this space? But I can't move from a space if I don't even know it exists. And journaling will allow you to know that this space exists. Here's the deal. Once that space exists, what are you going to do about it? Okay, that's another question. But that self-reflection is so, so, so very important. Looking at where we are, how are we getting here, and what are we going to do? What behaviors do I have that I need to change? Again, we can't change something we don't know. And we've gotten, again, we're in a society, you can't judge me. Yes, I can. Your behavior sucks. I have to be able to say, I am doing something. You're going to have to go to Papa. This is the second time I've done it. Second. You seeing it tapping on my door. Okay. And I'm not going to edit any of this because I want you to know I am real. My life is real. My family is real. My woes are real. And what I practice is what I teach. And I believe in it 110%. Mindfulness, here it is. What is it? My favorite. Journaling can be a form of mindfulness because it makes you focus. Believe it or not. My form of mindfulness may be planting because I like plants. It makes me focus. I am now in the present moment. I am looking at it. I am focused on it, and mindfulness will come to play when you journal because you are focusing on what it is you're trying to get out, and it keeps you in the here and now. So mindfulness is another benefit of journaling. A lot of people don't want to do mindfulness. I don't know what that is. Okay, just journal. And also, all I need you to do is do the journaling, and you'll be in the here and now. By engaging in the act of writing, you can cultivate a sense of mindfulness. You can decrease that anxiety. Again, we all have it. We are not about eliminating. Hey, Brianna, how are you? We're She let me tell you about Brianna. Brianna is always requesting to join me live, and I don't know how to do it. I'm going to attempt to do it in a minute, and we'll see how it goes. Let me go through the rest of these, and I'll bring you on, Brianna. Mindfulness can be a form of journaling, keeps you in the here and now. It cultivates your sense of mindfulness. It's engaging. It decreases that anxiety, which we all have, and it can improve your overall health. So get that pen, paper, and all of these things out so you can actually start getting into the act of people swearing that I don't do mindful journal and you're doing it. Okay, go water a plant, you're mindful. Even when you eat, I'm sending it out to my friends. Thank you so much, my love. I appreciate you for sharing this and always being a really big supporter. Everyone on here, thank you for tuning in to my live with all this distracting noise. But you know me, I move forward. No matter what the distraction is, we move forward because we can't stop because we are distracted. We must continue to move forward. The message still has to be delivered, no matter if the baby knocking, as long as the trees aren't falling and the dogs are barking, we must learn to move forward. So whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life, I encourage you to move forward. Write that down in your journal. Journal about your dreams and your aspirations and how am I going to get there? What are those things that I wanted to do as a kid that now you know what? I'm a little apprehensive about, but journaling and getting those things out, those apprehensions and all of those things, and it will help you again in that mindfulness. It will help you get those things out so you can actually come up with a plan because it gives you clarity. Journaling gives you clarity, people. It does. So let's make sure that we are doing things that's going to bring us some clarity, and journaling is it. And one of my favorite, I got like 99 million favorites. Yes, I'm gonna bring the work. Thank you. Because it's funny because I start off like very therapeutic. That's my thing. And then I end up on like, hallelujah, not on purpose. So I'm gonna try to bring myself back and focus here. But but I want you all to hear my passion and hear what it is that I'm trying to deliver to you so you can catch it now. Because if it was some things that I would have caught in my 20s, I would probably be further now than I am in my 40s. Not saying I'm not far enough now, but there were some lessons that I probably could have avoided if I would have gotten it earlier. So I want it to be where you can't go around and say, nobody ever told you. There was never anyone that never expressed the importance of journaling, the importance of self-care, the importance of what it is I'm supposed to do because you're still accountable for the being that you are. Nobody else is accountable for that. And so you better be careful who you're following, what you're putting in your body, what you're putting in your mind, and what you're feeding the most important part of yourself, which is your spirit. What are you doing? And if you aren't doing anything, then you have a problem. Self care is a totality thing. And I cannot preach it enough to say, hey, what are you doing? Let's get this together. Yes, you got to. It is accountability to thyself. Because if you ain't taking care of yourself, you are going to regret it when you hit my age, 42. Okay. Because you can be flawless. You can look all you want. Look at me, knocking over my mic. You can look as good as you want. But if your spirit is tainted and you have poor self care, you might as well just go somewhere and sit down. Problem solving. Another benefit of journaling. When facing challenges and dilemmas, journaling can be helpful tool. It can be a helpful tool for problem solving. Writing about your challenges can help you gain perspective. It helps you brainstorm. I don't even know if people brainstorming anymore, but it's a really good tool to do and make decisions from a space of clarity and self awareness. See, I can't reiterate clarity and self awareness. Hey, hello, Lakeisha. Hello, Kim. Oh, look at it. So now I got people on my Instagram and my YouTube because I'm going to be here, folks. I'm going to be here if it's 3 people, if it's 0 people, if it's whoever, because the mission must get completed. Because I promise you, and if you know me, I'll tell you, I will not leave this earth and get the and God say, depart from me, for I do not know you, because you didn't do what I told you to do. That's my fear. My fear is to live on this earth and not do anything. Okay. Problem solving. So our 4 key benefits. We're going to do an emotional release in that journal. We're going to do some self-reflection in that journal. It's going to bring us into the form of mindfulness that we're all scared to do. And then we're going to also benefit us in doing some problem solving skills. You can all get a benefit from that in your journal. I'm serious, Kimmy, you know it. I will not. My fear is dying full. Okay. I'm gonna get off my soapbox on that. Yeah. That's all I need. All I need is one. Who said it? Apostle Paul said, I become all things to all men that I may draw some, not all. I ain't gonna catch everybody. I get that. Not even my goal. Even Jesus didn't convince everybody. So who am I to think that I am going to convince people? If I get one, if I prick one, look, Brownie, he done got me started. Hallelujah. Uh, I probably was a preacher in another life. I think like in another life, I really preached for real. Okay, anyway, that's another little sidebar. I'm gonna write about that in my journal. Oh gosh, y'all are funny. Remember this when you're journaling. Let me get back on focus. Remember when you're journaling that it's just about reconnecting with yourself. Make sure you're reconnecting with yourself. Make sure you are gentle with yourself and make sure you are okay with what is unfolding every time you're doing in this process. You want it to unfold naturally. Don't force anything. Again, if you download my journal prompts and one is too heavy for you, just put it to the side. I'm like, you know what? That might be a little too heavy for me. And that's okay. I can respect that. But read it. Read it. Read it and take it seriously. You must know who you are because if you do not know, people are going to tell you, and then you become what they say. Even if you agree with it or not, you better learn to take yourself seriously, hold yourself accountable, check how you are caring for yourself. What methods are you using for self care? Again, your self care cannot be on a quarter basis. That is not enough. A yearly basis is not enough. Not even on a monthly basis. That is not enough time to really focus and strengthen that core of you. Is what your self-care looks like. Journaling can be a part of a everyday thing to check in on yourself. I check in on my plants every day. I don't check in once a week because they may die. I don't check in once a quarter because they're not going to do well. I go out there every single day. That's the same thing you must do when it comes to your self care. Are you checking in every single day? And what are you doing to check in every single day? Again, if you did not complete the self care assessment, you can head over to the website. It is there. If you had the newsletter and you read it, you would have gotten it for free. That's another thing. Again, everybody, oh, come on, let's talk about therapy. Okay, and we do this, and nobody does the work. I can't do it. No therapist in the world. I don't care if they are taking your insurance or not. We cannot do the work for you people. Sometimes we want to get out of the business because you guys don't want to work. Yes, don't only check in when things get tough. Refine yourself every day. Most definitely, Mouse. You have to check in every single day. It's just how many times do you use the bathroom? Thank you, Kim. Kimberly is a clinician as well. We cannot do the work for you. We cannot. We can give you the tools like I'm giving you. I'm giving you basic game right now. I can charge you upward $200. I'm giving it to you right now for nothing because I believe that basic education should be for everybody. You should not have. I shouldn't charge you to teach you how to take care of yourself. Here it is. And guess what? Guess what? You can't say nobody told you. Small efforts matter. You have to start somewhere on your own. Here it is. This is a small effort. If you're struggling to really commit to therapy, make this your small effort. Make this what you need to say, okay, I'm really going to invest in myself because I'm struggling and I'm getting what these people tell me I need to do. But who are these people? No, no copay. We getting it for free. I send out newsletters and I know ain't nobody opening them. That's okay because guess what? I don't want to hear it. Don't come to me asking me, well, can you teach? I'm not teaching nothing because I gave it to you. It's in the newsletter. You won't open it. You won't take me out your spam. You won't join my live. You won't do the worksheet. You won't come to my class. What do you want? I'm about to move on. Even Jesus moved on. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. See, I probably need to go live when ain't nobody on here. Anthony, but that is that is me just being an accountability partner to you. Consider me your professional accountability partner. You know, I'm here to really be assistance in the most basic way because I really do believe basic. knowledge of self-care and self-assessment and self-awareness should be universal. Imagine if you only peed once every 30 days. You would be in dialysis because something wrong with your kidney. So if you ain't checking in with yourself, you're not doing nothing but drinking and maybe smoking and going out on the weekend. Make sure you save this to your page. I will. You got to tell me how to do it, girl. You got to really think about it. Imagine if you only defecated once a quarter. And that's how most of us are taking our self-awareness and our self-care. Okay. Right. And hey, I put up your self-care assessment, $5. I put up how to do a mental health tracker, $3. But it's like I don't want to do that. And I get it. Everybody ain't ready. I understand that. But for those that are ready, the resources are here. Please take advantage of them. You better get ready. In the old days, they say you what oh wait, not old days. In my day, they say you stay ready so you don't have to get there. Half of y'all gonna try to get there and nothing's going to happen because it's going to be too late. You cannot start at the end trying to prepare yourself. You better start now. When do you plan to do this? Because you're only getting older. I don't look 40 is 40, baby. You can look 20, but damn it, if your insides are jacked up, what is in you will come out. And there is not enough makeup, there's not enough plastic surgery, there's not enough of nothing that can stop that inner core from spilling out of you if it's not refined. My journal, I printed it out. This is it. I just made a copy of it because I want you, all you gotta do is go click it. I put all kind of stuff up. Hey, type yes, type live, type free, type this. But you know what? Everybody ain't gonna type that because everybody don't want people to know that they're struggling. Guess what? We all know you're struggling because we all struggle. If you have not struggled today, please put a one in the chat or let me know that you have not struggled today. I'll wait. Put a one in the chat if you have not had a challenge today. Thank you. We all have. Put a two in the chat if you think. Yes, yes. Thank you, base text, Gabby. Yeah, a negative one. We've all had challenges. What are we doing? So we cannot be ashamed and afraid to let people know. I need that. I need to know how to work through this anxiety because next week I'm putting up another journal. You hear it first. I'm going to put up I think I'm going to do 20, but I might do 10 or 15 prompts for anxiety. Symptoms of anxiety. This is not for those that have been diagnosed with anxiety. Maybe next week I'll break down anxiety so we know, so y'all can stop self diagnosing yourself. Please stop because you don't know what you're doing. A2 for struggle. I mean, here are your prompts. I'm going to read one because I love y'all. Prompt one. Prompt one. Reflect on a self care practice that made you feel truly nurtured and at peace. See, these shits gonna make you're gonna have to think. I'm just telling you. Describe the experience and explore what was meaningful to you. And guess how many lines you got? This it. We not writing a thesis. If you need an extra sheet, look, I've done you something better. At the very back, you got extra blank paper. This is free, folks. Go get it. Pass it out. This is really important. I'm not telling you something that I don't do. I am preaching what I practice. Here it is for my YouTubers. And here it is. For some of you that have been rocking with me before I put the freebie up and I already have your newsletter, thank you. Go create another email just like you do for that coupon for Bath and Body Works and you do for the eyelash kit and you do for the 20% off on the bundle. You go and you make up new emails. So go make up a new email and go and get this journal. I'm not sending out nothing else because half of you ain't reading the email. Oh, listen, because I know, because I can see it. Where can we access this on your website? I would love it. Again, all you have to do is if you click the link in the bio, it's going to take you to it. It's going to take you to it, and it's going to say, "Hey, sign up here to access your free download." It's all over the damn web page. Just go over there and click it. Put your name, put your email, and it's gonna say, "Hey, make sure you take me out of spam because if you leave me in spam, you're never gonna get it." And then you're gonna get this great little print. It's gonna be great. You can even put on cardstock if you want it. You can write your little self away. Yes, they get 20% off. If come on now, because I've done it. If they say, "Oh, get 25% off if you sign up today," I have 30 emails just so I can get all the sales because I've already signed up with the first one. Okay. So here it is. I got a little bit more time. Am I over my time? Absolutely not. I got 4 minutes and I'm going to use all 4 of my minutes. Any questions? Any questions? Please head over to my website and you can download the free self care journal. It is 10 prompts. You can get it. What is going to come is I will be launching webinars for subscribers in a couple of months. I'm getting it together, and I'm going to be teaching you one-to-one self-care. I'm going to teach you self-awareness. I want you to be strong. I want your chi to be so strong when haters come near you, they will vomit because they can't stand next to your power of how confident you are in yourself inwardly. Who you are inwardly will come out so hard. They can't be. You're gonna be like the one. Your chi's gonna be so strong because we are in a world right now where we what in the hell is going on. So you better get some grounding in something besides what we are seeing. Even myself, don't if I'm saying things that you find challenging or you don't like, please leave it in the comment box. You can leave it in the chat. You can email me and let me know. I'd love to have a discussion with you, but make sure you know what you're talking about when you come to me, because we're gonna have a true discussion. But visit my website, Tiffany Empowers, one word, .me, and you can get access to these things at your fingertips. Can you print mine so I can pick it up? And, baby girl, you can just take this one. You can have this one. You can have a whole copy. And I would love to see what you come up with. You can have it. This is for it. Don't leave this stuff on the table. Okay. Here's like one of my journals that I use. I just got this little basic one just because I like life and I like stuff like that. But I do, and here's my pen. So look, see the paper? You know, this is what I do. Prompts that I give, I've written on them before because again, I struggle too sometimes. And I'm trying to humanize again my profession to not be afraid, to not think that we don't go through things. We do. We do. But we have to also understand you all navigate these spaces, and that's what my channel is all about. That's what my work is all about, and I hope you find, some relief and some authenticity in what it is that I bring to you. A couple of things that's coming up. I have a adult dating with kids, right? So what that is because a lot of you probably don't know, I was 15 when I had Brianna, and I was 17 when I had Maya. I'm finna write like Dr. G Snipe because I declare I won't be a fool no more. Don't be no fool. Don't look. You can, You could be a fool, but don't be no damn fool. That's what my grandma used to tell me, and I told you. I had Brianna when I was 16. I had Maya when I was 17, and I declared to myself I would not continue to have children in that manner because I was going fast. I was going nowhere fast, very, 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 very fast. And to be such a young person to have children that are looking at you and you have no clue what the hell you're supposed to do. I vowed to myself, I can't do this, so I stopped. I got myself together. I worked. I walked. I went to school. I did whatever I could do to build some type of foundation for them, and I strategized on how I was dating. And so a lot of times I do get young people, especially young women, who want to know what is the strategy, how do you do it, and so I put together a mini workshop that will be a virtual workshop that is also available on my website. And so I actually put the strategy together and I want to give you the strategy. It is a strategy. You have to be very thoughtful. You have to keep it with your kids in mind. Um, and as I was navigating through that space of looking at how to make sure I am bringing someone into their life that will not only um, be a good provider for them, but be a sounding board for them that will give them what they need anytime they need. And as Brianna and Maya have grown into the women that they are today, we are very active parents. I think we talk to them more now than we do when they were younger because now is a pivotal time for them where they really need it. So as a mother, I want to share that with young women who were just like me, who were supposed to be statistics, who were supposed to not be anything, not just having babies out of all over the place. But when you take control over yourself and you know thyself, then you can change whatever trajectory you're on and you can write your own path. And that's what I want to do in this workshop. I want to teach women and men how to strategically pick a partner, yo. I mean, you just got to be honest about it and look at you now, phenomenal and educated, knowledgeable woman with fantastic children. Thank you, and all glory goes to God on that because I was a fool, thinking that I knew it all and I knew nothing. Even to this day, I render myself somewhat foolish in ways because that keeps me humble and lets me know that I am still a work in progress. And there's some things that I still must learn. So as I teach you, I learn too. I empty myself, I'm being filled. So that's why this is so very important to me to make sure I'm giving you all what has been given to me so I can be moved and I can be elevated. I can keep pouring into you young people to really set yourself up for success and know what that looks like based off of you, not what somebody told you. Because they told me I was not supposed to be anything. I was supposed to be a mom of many children, and I am. I got six. But I was supposed to be a single mom for the rest of my life on food stamps, and there's nothing wrong with mom, food stamp. But why? Why do I have to stay there? I don't have to stay there. It's better if I just apply myself, I learn myself, and I choose better partners. So that's what class is about. You're an inspiration on this. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kim. I want people to get to know me on this platform and know what I am. I'm never ashamed of any of my stories. I'll tell anybody who I am, and where I come from, and how n- learning through self awareness. I mean, I eat, sleep, and breathe self awareness. I really do. I went to school because I had to. I had to be able to provide for my children, and my husband did what he needed to do to make sure I could sit here today and do this. So there's always something more, and I want you to get to know who I am so that you can build that rapport with me because that's what it's about. It's about a relationship. I just don't want you to buy my stuff because I said so. I want you to get it because it works. And if you got any questions about it, you can ask me. If you got anything that you wanna really work on, you wanna focus on, I can help you do that. But we have to be serious and we have to be, uh, honest about where we are. So, that's about me and how I got here, okay? So, trust me, when I say I'll read another prompt to you because I like y'all a lot. I've been running for an hour and I appreciate it. and then Imma let y'all go because it's 8 o'clock. Prompt number 2. I think I should, like, just do a prompt number 2. What are signs that indicate you need to prioritize self-care? How would you know if you never did the assessment? Identify specific triggers or symptoms that signal the need for self-care and list ways to address them proactively. Prompt number 2. That's all I got. So, I gave y'all the website, I gave y'all the prompts. Brianna, you can pick this up. I think I'm gonna invite Brianna. Oh, I'm gonna accept. Oh, Nalia, go live with Nalia. Okay, I'm gonna go live with Nalia if she's still here. I don't know. I'm not good with this, and I keep telling people to help, but it never goes through. Okay, anyway, if not, I don't think anybody else is here to go live with me. I said, well, someone's people want. Okay, so I must be reading. I gotta get some of these young people. Make sure you head over, get your free self-care prompt. Tell your people to go and sign up to get it. Yes, you can go and recopy it. I know, just give it to them. But what's going to happen is if you go make a copy and you you don't allow them to go through the process and do it for themselves, then you're doing their work for them. Encourage people to do their own work. Of course, like, I'm giving it to Brianna because she's coming over here, okay? But if she wasn't and she's somewhere online, I would encourage her to, "Hey, you need to go and get it for yourself because of guess what's gonna happen? You are going to miss anything else that I am putting out because what if Miles decides he's not, he ain't checking his email no more, but you really want the content, but you gotta wait for Miles to go do it. That's half our problem there. We gotta wait for folks to do stuff for it. No, 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 no. Time waits for no man, and neither should you. Go do it for yourself. You all enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for going live with me. Please make sure if you are following me on you have hit that subscription button. If you are looking at this live on Instagram, I would highly encourage you to head over to the YouTube channel and hit subscribe over there because I go live Wednesdays on YouTube. I just so happened to go live here on Wednesday because I remember Brianna said that people were trying to look at it last week and didn't know that I had moved it over to YouTube. So this is my here I go. I'm telling you now, go over to YouTube because next Wednesday I'm going to be on YouTube. It's Tiffany Empowers. Please head over there. I may come on for a few seconds to just say, hey, all my Instagram folks, please head over to YouTube. Please head over to YouTube. Please head over to YouTube. Okay, so go over there, hit the subscription, make sure your notifications are on because that's where I will be on Wednesday. Okay, make sure you download your free self care 10 journaling prompts. Please make sure you do that. If you are interested in the Dating with Kids workshop, it will be August 10th. It's virtual. You ain't even got to leave your living room, honey. That is also available on my my website under workshops, and you can see scroll past the educational things that I do for my profession, and it's the very last thing on there. It's got a little hand and little key and stuff like that. If you're interested in learning those strategies and those tips and tools, and just sharing with me, and I'm sharing with you, I look forward to hosting that. There's only 10 seats for that, I think. It's 5 or 10. I keep my classes very small for a reason because I really do like interaction and engagement. Okay. All right. Any questions for me? And then I'm going to wrap it up. I'll give you guys a few seconds. I know I've talked for a long time. If you have any questions, please put them out in the chat if you're here following me on YouTube, or you can add your comment here on Instagram. Any comments? Make sure you share this. I will add it to my page. Make sure you share this. And if not, I will see you guys, God's willing, next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will talk about something. There's another thing. Some days I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this, and then I change my mind. Um, just know it will be self care related. It will be self awareness related, and it will be holding you accountable related. Just know that. All right. Or if you have a topic that you want me to discuss, you can add that in the comments, and I'll look into that. That's also a great way. What is it that you want to hear about? What is it that you want? What is it that you want to hear? If it's something that you want to hear and you want me to discuss or break down for you, from a therapeutic perspective, put it in the chat. You can put it in the chat here on YouTube, or you can put it in the comment box on the Instagram page, and I'll let you know when I'm going to talk about it, so I can make sure you can come in and have your questions. And I'll learn how to go live with folks. So especially if you put a topic in, I'll talk to you live. Okay. Oh, and if you really, 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 really like me a lot, head on over to my podcast. You can catch this now. That's an additional audible that you can listen to on your way to work. Finding some tips and tools. I had some really good conversation over there. I've talked to Miss Kimberly Care Counseling. I've interviewed her. She's a great therapist from Florida. And so you can go and check out that interview. And that is also here on my YouTube channel. I've interviewed a married couple, Trina and Farrell McMillan, celebrating their love. So if you want to hear a beautiful love story, you go over there and hear that. I got an interview up there. I have criticism versus feedback. What is self care? All kind of fun stuff over there. Gaslighting over there. What is a manipulator? I have all kind of fun stuff that you can listen to anywhere you stream your favorite podcast. There. If you are joining me now, thank you. You're going to have to go watch this later. We are about to jet. Again, I'm gonna say a small prayer. That's what I do. I believe in prayer, and if you don't like that, I'm. So we're gonna just ask God to continue to guide us and thank you for this time that we spent. We did everything that has been said. We'll be received with love, with care, and with true accountability. Thank God for those that are watching this now, and we thank God for those that will watch this later. We thank God that they hear the spirit of you through me. This is none of me, but all of you. I want you all to have an amazing. Remember, I love you, but God loves you most. Remember to take care of yourself. Remember to be forever present, because one day you won't. I'm just being honest. You can't be afraid of it. That was a cool way to end it. Or no, is that kind of morbid? Be present. One day you won't be, but it's true. And we're gonna speak truth here. So remember that you are the light. You are the light, so be it. Remember to be inspiring and not to only influence. Look up the 2. I want you to look it up. All you're doing is following people that are influencing you. You're gonna find somebody that's gonna inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Continue to enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. YouTube. YouTube. Bye. Now, here's always a trigger. How do I end all this stuff? All right. Any questions? Because I've ended my YouTube live. Any questions while I'm still on Instagram?